Good day, Koala Bears! Like that?
You can do whatever you want to do. Alright. You ready?
You don't show that.
So I should put it up, huh? So I can see it. Like that. Like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we call them Koala Bears? We'll call everybody Koala Bears?
Good day, Koala Bears. That's on already.
It is? It's recording?
Yes.
No, turn it off.
No! We can just crop it. Take it
You know
out.
how much it... Oh, I didn't know you were like... Babe, really? Okay. Welcome to Koala Bears. This is our first video together. I want to introduce you to our channel. It's called Koala Bears. This is my wife, Janice, and my name is Andrew, and welcome to our channel. Today we're going to go ahead and talk about budgets. That seems to be the number one thing that people want to talk about here in the Philippines. So we're going to talk about, first we're going to talk about my budget, and then we're going to talk about my monthly budget, and then we're going to talk about how much can you live on here in the Philippines. And I think that should cover quite a bit of time because I talk a lot. She's definitely going to talk a lot. So say something to the people, folks. The Koala Bears. You're the Koala Bears, I guess, too.
Yeah, hello to Koala Bears and welcome to our vlog. Welcome to our channel. And yes.
And? What?
Yeah,
You
let's
have
talk
anything to
about
say?
the monthly budget now.
Oh, the monthly budget. Okay.
Yes.
She's been wanting to start a channel for the longest, so
Of course not.
where
That's-
she walks around. My wife walks around with the tripod, and the camera, but she's not taking any video, but she's just showing herself walking around the house, and so she's been like, not saying it, but she's been wanting to start a YouTube channel. So here we
Well,
are. We're
because
starting. I didn't
everybody's
want to
doing
because,
it.
well, I didn't want people getting in my business, but oh well, here we are. I'm too old to care. So we're gonna go ahead and start this vlog, and let's talk about my budget. We'll talk about the monthly budget, and we'll talk about can you live here in the Philippines. That's what you guys want to know. That seems to be the number one thing people want to know about the Philippines. Okay.
Okay, let's start with your budget.
Let's start with my budget.
Okay.
Okay, so my budget here in the Philippines currently, when I moved here 5 years ago,
Yeah.
I moved here.
2016.
I moved here December 2016,
Yeah.
and then my budget was $1,400, and now because of cost of living allowance that the military retirement gives you, I am now up to over $1,600. So we're living off of $1,600 monthly budget. So I've seen a lot of videos from other expats that are here. They say, "Oh no, you need 3,000 to survive here." No, you don't. No, you don't. And some people say, "Oh, all you need is 500 to live here." Oh, you could, but you're just existing. You're not. You're just surviving. You're not living, right? So we'll tell you how you can survive of what we do. All we know is what we do, right? So we'll tell you how you could survive off of 1,600, and I started here at 1,400. Okay, first let's talk about our monthly expenses.
Okay.
Okay, how much we pay for rent?
First on the list is the rent,
Yeah, how much
which cost us 8,000 a month.
8,000 a month would be how much is that American? So $160. Tell me you're gonna find that anywhere. And we rent. How big is our apartment?
This is 2 bedroom apartment.
2-bedroom apartment.
And
1 bath.
mhm.
Pretty modern features here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So $160 a month for rent.
And we have our own garage.
We have our own locked garage,
Lock.
secure garage for 2
Mhm.
cars
And it's gated.
and gated. So we're secure. It's a great place for $160.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then second is our internet.
Our internet. How much is our internet?
3,000.
3,000. We have PLDT internet, which is a landline, I guess. Yeah, that's you call it, or fiber. I guess
Fiber.
Yeah, and so we get currently how many megabytes? 30?
100.
Oh,
They said
they say
100.
100 Mbps, but it's not true. Most likely
Yeah.
we get like maybe 20, sometimes 10, you know. So it ranges. Recently they just gave us a new box here and said they're going to install over 300
300
Mbps, right?
Mbps.
I'll believe it when I see it. Okay, so.
We'll
but-
see about that.
And so the internet costs us how much again?
3,000.
$3,060 a month. That's what we pay for internet.
And then water.
Water,
bill.
how much we pay for water?
It costs like around, the most is 750.
About 750. That's less than $20. You're talking about maybe $15 a month.
And then
then-
we have electricity.
Electricity. Now
Cost
this is
us.
where I run up the cost because man, it is hot here in the Philippines, and even during the rainy season, you'd think it'd be cold. No, it gets hot in your house. So most Filipinos are down with the heat. They're okay. They don't have aircon, but I have a wall aircon in my bedroom, and I run that like a lot. So,
So that-
some months when it's cool, yeah.
When
it's
when
cool
it's
months?
cool months, we're like paying 5,000.
So yeah, so
But,
5,000 on cool
During
months.
summertime, around 8,500.
So I run.
It's more than
I
our
run
rent.
the aircon just as much as the rent costs. Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
So electricity and aircon is very expensive here in the Philippines. So I'm paying 8,000 for rent, and sometimes and recently my electricity is especially running the aircon goes to about 8,000 sometimes. And then so what else do we have for monthly budget?
That's our monthly budget, but then our food budget, food
Okay,
allowance. That's the biggest expense that we have.
Okay,
Like-
so I eat like a Filipino because, as you know, I'm half Filipino and half Mexican, and I've been eating rice my whole life. A lot of the expats here, they don't eat rice, right? They like to eat Western food, but if you're gonna eat a Western diet, you're gonna pay a lot more money for your grocery budget. But man, I'm used to what we call Filipino food. It would be like a pot of rice and
Yes.
ulam, what they call ulam. It would be your like
A partner of your rice.
a partner of your rice, which is like a meat or something like that, and then you have some vegetables or what they call gulay in Tagalog. Yeah, so you have your gulay, your vegetables, and then some meat, and then afterwards, you know, they get some fruits or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it will
How much?
cost
How much is our budget for food every month?
15,000 to maybe 20,000.
So
15 to 20,000.
15,000 to 20,000 we pay for food. So that would
That's a
be,
generous amount already.
and that's generous. So that's
So including the
That's 300 to 400?
takeouts.
so that's
Yeah,
3 to 400. So 300 to 400 a month, and then yeah, we do. Would you say 3-4 times a month will be takeout?
Mm-hmm.
So 3-4 times a month we'll have delivered. McDonald's, we'll have pizza,
Pizza.
Domino's pizza delivered. We'll have there down the street. There's a barbecue place called Andox, and Andox will drop off a bunch of barbecue here. We'll have chicken and pork, and then don't forget, I'm feeding not just Janice and myself. It's us and our daughter. We have a 14-year-old daughter, so it's like 3 adults here. So we live off of 300 to 400 a month. So that's our food budget, right?
Food budget, yes.
And so we don't skimp on food. We eat good, yeah. We eat real good. And so what else do we
And
have?
then we have our trike. It cost us maybe around 250 pesos for a month
Yeah,
for
so
the gas.
okay, so for
We
gas,
don't go
we
anywhere.
don't go out very far anywhere. We have this 3-wheel trike. It's called Bajaj. You probably know it as a tuk-tuk, and you'll see those a lot in India, but they're getting very popular here in the Philippines. And so a lot of people, I have one of those. It's a 3-wheeled trike that takes me, Janice, and our daughter, Jana, and we could travel anywhere we want to go locally. It's not a kind of a vehicle you take on the freeway. It's just a local kind of like a taxi vehicle. We just load up our groceries. We go to the grocery store, buy our groceries, and 250 pesos is even too much because we don't go really anywhere. We stay home most of the time. We'll walk around the neighborhood, or we'll just drive to go to Tagaytay, which is like a
Once in a while.
once in a while, which is like a
Yeah.
like a 20-minute ride. And so that's about it. We don't spend much on gas.
Yeah. So
And what other things we
That's
have
it.
on our monthly budgets? That's it.
That's
So
our
how much
monthly budget.
does that come out to? About, I don't know,
maybe around $1,000.
$1,000.
USD. Yes.
Okay, so we spend about 1,000 USD,
More or less.
more or less. Could be less,
Mm-hmm.
could be 900, could be 800. We don't spend that much, and so the extra 600 that I get, it goes in savings, and so that's pretty much our monthly budget. And so the question is for you guys is like, if you want to move here to the Philippines, can you survive off of what, like say what I'm making? Yes, you can. Some people can live off 1,000. Now, would you say if you were a single person coming here and you had no girlfriend, no wife, no dependent, if you were single, how much do you think you could not just exist, but how much could you live off of here with
Well,
living a good
1,000
life?
is enough for them. It depends on where they want to stay. Like if they want to stay in Manila, then the cost of living will
1,000 is not going to get you nowhere in Manila.
Yes, but if you will be staying in the province,
Oh, and that's another thing. We live in Silang, Cavite, which is probably 3 hours south of Manila,
yes,
and we're still considered a province, yeah.
yeah, still a
And
province.
we live in a small barangay, and so if you live out here, the rent is cheap. You could live off of, look, I'm only paying for American standards 160, which is $160 or 8,000 pesos.
Yeah, they
a
can
month.
get as low as maybe $100
You can get lower.
for rent.
Yeah, then
Yeah.
rent 8,000 is probably on the higher end of the rent here in the province. You could probably get 5,000, 4,000, or maybe even 3,000. You're going to get a basic, right? Maybe
Yeah.
one bedroom, but then you could do it. You could survive. So about 1,000. If you're by yourself, probably about 1,000. I would say come here with about 1,000 to be by yourself. But if you have a girlfriend,
You have, yeah,
you have a girlfriend, it's
You
gonna
have
cost
to
you.
spend.
It's gonna cost you more than your 1,000. Because don't forget,
Yeah.
you gotta,
you have to pay for travel expenses.
yeah, food expenses
Food.
will go up, and then so yeah,
Yeah, and it will be depending on how they will arrange because there are other expats. They are also paying for the girlfriend's family.
yeah.
So it's common here.
That's for another topic, though.
Yeah, soon.
We're just talking about budgets. We're not gonna talk
Budgets.
about. We're not gonna talk about
But, yeah,
budgeting money
that's
for our
a
family.
different
We'll talk about
video.
something. I mean, that happens here in the Philippines about giving money to your families, but we'll talk about it at another time. So we just want to talk about our basic budget here in the Philippines, our monthly budget, what I make, what my budget is here. Another thing. One more thing before we go, I want to talk about moving expenses to come here real quick.
Okay.
So when I came here to the Philippines, a lot of people think they're just going to move into their apartment and you don't need anything. No. When you come here, you have to think like moving expenses as far as like you're going to pay for first month's rent, last month's rent, or deposit, right? And then advance, yeah. So I think 3 months, right?
Yeah.
First month, last month, and then your rent for that month, I think, right? So you're gonna have to put up some money. So say like I was paying 8,000 a month, you're gonna have to come up with 24,000, right? And then you're gonna need other stuff, right? So if you want to just live in an empty room, you're not gonna
Yeah.
want to do that. You're gonna have to buy sofas, chairs. If you want entertainment, you're gonna want a TV. If you want to refrigerate your stuff, most of the apartments don't come with a refrigerator. You're gonna have to buy a refrigerator, stove.
So
If you
it's not furnished.
no, so yeah, your apartment's not furnished, so you have to consider that you're gonna have to bring all your you're gonna have to buy when you're here. You're gonna have to buy moving in expense type stuff. You're gonna need furniture and stuff like that, bed, things of that nature. So don't forget when you move here, it's gonna cost for that. So if you guys have any questions or comments, and leave me a like, subscribe to the new channel. This is our second video. My wife Janice, myself Andrew, this is the Twala Bears. Later on we'll introduce to Jana. She's in her bedroom right now sketching, and our daughter's a pretty good artist. She's starting to sketch now. So anyways, that's another video. But thanks for liking and subscribing to our new channel. We just talked about our little budget right now, and later on we'll come up with other subjects. Okay, so you guys have a great day. Koala bears, we're gonna call you the koala bears. Right? They're the koala bears. You're
Yes.
part of our family, so you're a koala bear also. So thank you for liking and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. And you have anything to say? Faith?
Nothing. Thank you. Thank you for watching.
That's it. Bye bye.